and welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about becoming a beacon. And maybe the first question you're gonna ask is, okay, become a beacon, but become a beacon of what? Well, become a beacon of whatever it is you want, because a beacon signals something out into the universe. And what you signal is your emotion. What you signal is your dominant state that you come back to every once in a while. There's an underlying melody that anything you do, it's still there. And you may feel sad, you may feel joy, you may feel whatever emotion, but there's a certain kind of not emotion which is short-lived, but a feeling which is long-lived that is always there. And you, as a beacon, radiate that out into the universe. And events, circumstances, and people are drawn to that emotion that you emit on a constant basis. And many a time you would think of that as an attitude. For example, whatever comes to you, you can have a solution-oriented and optimistic attitude. So no matter what happens, you would feel like there's a solution for whatever it is. You have something to learn, and the solution is not only possible, it's possible for you. And you go after it, and all things are well and good. Or sometimes you may think that there's no solution. And you may think that on a constant basis you can be more pessimistic, or you can think, oh, what's the point of it all? And no matter what you do, no matter if you feel happy or if you feel sad or whatnot, there will still be that underlying principle that, oh, it's all for nothing. And somebody with a keen eye or a keen heart can sense that about you. And in this way, you are always broadcasting, emitting some sort of feeling out into the universe, and people can catch on to that even though they may not ever hear your words. They just have to see you. They just have to see your face, the way you're looking, the way you're gesticulating or moving, and they will catch on. They will not even know that they caught on, but it's those mirror neurons I talked about in previous episodes. So whether you like it or not, you are always broadcasting something into the universe. Now you can do that consciously, or you can do that unconsciously. And since most of our lives are lived unconsciously, you won't be thinking about questions like this: what am I broadcasting out into the universe? You'll just think, what do I have to do? I have to pay the bills. Okay, how do I pay the bills? Well, I have to make money. Well, how do I make money? Well, I go to my job and just do it. Or if you don't have a job, okay, how do I find a job? And you go about you finding a job. But whatever it is you do is infused with this background feeling. This is what you put into basically any action that you do. These are the colors you paint with. I mean, sure, there may be shapes you have to paint, but you are the one who's painting. You decide what colors to use. And you can go about life broadcasting the emotions you want, the feelings you want. Or you can go about life being largely unaware of what it is you are putting out there. And you can look at positive emotions. Which are the positive emotions? And I'm not saying positive in the sense of good or bad, but you for yourself know that there is such a thing as higher consciousness, which represents more of what the universe is ultimately like. And there are things of a lower consciousness, which represents things that the universe is mostly unlike. Of course, both good and evil, both what we like and what we dislike, exist in the universe. and it's just fine just the way it is, because they have no power over you. But ultimately, if you think about it, there is such a thing that expresses our divine nature to rise above it all, and there are things that express our animal nature. For example, anger, or for example, the need to be better than somebody else. If you take that be better than somebody else and turn it around, turn it to yourself, then I have the desire to achieve greater levels of mastery, of self-mastery on the subjects I choose. That doesn't mean you will feel bad if you don't, but that means you will have a longing, you will have a love for developing your skills and honing your skills in a certain field. Let's say you want to become, if you are a painter, you want to become a master painter, but you don't judge yourself by comparing yourself with other painters, and you don't even judge yourself, period. You just set milestones for yourself and then just go after them with joy, with passion, and that is what you put out. Or let's say you just want to love somebody, okay? The first basic level of love is lust. You can lust over form. You can lust over a certain type of man or woman that you fancy. You can turn that love, when you turn it on its head, you can turn it into spiritual love. You can still long for the other person's body, but you long for the other person's body not in and of itself, but as a gateway to something spiritual. So you don't just go after having sex with somebody. Sure, you still have sex with that somebody, but that is an expression of a spiritual love, of a spiritual connection you have with that person, and that makes sex all the better. You know what I mean? And then concepts like fidelity begin to matter once again, because you are faithful to the idea that that person is a personification of. Because a certain person is broadcasting certain values, and you may be in tune with those certain values. They may be valuable to you too, and when you two are in resonance, it's like you two playing in the same orchestra and playing in unison. I mean, sure, you may be the piano and she may be the violin, but if you two are playing the same song, then the song you sing is harmonious, and it's pleasant for you, for her, and for all others to hear. So you can be more or less in touch with your divine self. That doesn't mean you don't have a body. That doesn't mean you reject your body. It's all contrary. You just go to your divine self, you quiet your mind and go to your divine self, and what you broadcast through this machine, which is your body. And you have to keep your body healthy. You have to breathe properly. You have to eat properly, as in good quality foods, foods that nourish your body. And if you do that, you have a healthy temple for the divine to come through. So when you operate from a higher consciousness, what you broadcast into the world is what you perceive through your higher consciousness, through your antenna that is connected with the divine, but you broadcast it through a clear canal, through your body. So if you exercise your body, if you do your meditation, your breathing, and whatever it is you do that nourishes your body, you just make the object you express divinity through more powerful. So go out there, connect with your higher self, and bring divinity into this world. Because you can. You really can. I'll see you again next time.